He's a tactical genius, he's the one to see on VP4TV. He's wild and he's free. Highball top number, you and me. With his cunning moves, he's rocking endlessly. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, legend from the Jill. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, legend from the Jill. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. From the corner bank to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man we all shout proper. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Corner bank to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just for fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man we all shout proper.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
Right, good evening everybody, welcome back to VP4TV. We're here for a first round match tonight in the 10 ball, well I'm going to call it the 10 ball World Championships. It's the Bigfoot, big 10 foot table, or the Bigfoot tournament as Steve's called it. We have 4 matches on the schedule. The match we're covering tonight is Cobra against Bedhead, starting in about 3 minutes' time. Cobra's in getting practice. Bedhead's been nowhere to be seen in the lobby in the last few days. Hang on a wee minute. Right. Hang on a minute. I can remember where I was. What was I saying? Yeah, we have the 4 matches on the schedule. I cocked it up good and proper yesterday. Bear in mind, yesterday was Thursday, and I, for some reason, looked at the schedule. There was 1 match on early in the afternoon, and I saw Fast Eddie against Demon, and I saw Fast Eddie in the lobby, and I immediately jumped to the conclusion, Fast Eddie's in getting some practice for his match, I better get ready to live stream it. Paying absolutely no attention to the fact that yesterday was Thursday and the schedule showed it was for Wednesday, and it's Wednesday next week. So I made a right cock up there. We have Tommy against Power Slam. That's scheduled for tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. GMT. Linus against Sergeresh, exactly the same time, I believe. No, tell a lie, Sunday, that is, at 7 p.m. And then on Monday night, we have Larry against VP Monster at 7 p.m. And then we have that match with Fast Eddie and Demon next Wednesday afternoon at 4:30. So that's the schedule. The clock's just nudging on 7 o'clock. And as far as I can see, unless he's in away mode, no sign of Bedhead. So Bedhead's using the Albinario approach, but having said that, Bedhead's not really around in the lobby a great deal at all, so he's going to be coming in cold unless he's practicing offline, and whereas Cobra's the other side of things, because he's actually been practicing on and off during the week, and he will certainly be the strong favourite for the match. So the room is up. Unless I'm blind, which I wouldn't argue with it against that, I still can't see Bedhead. Ah, there he is. He is. I can see him. He's in the room. They're probably like, no, in fact, nobody's, Cobra's not in there, so we'll get in. So anyway, well, we're just joined in time. We've got Bedhead in the right, race to 17. Is this alternate break or is it winner break? I never even paid any attention to the rules. We'll find it out in a minute. No jump cues, of course, and it's on the 10-foot table. So hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear, although nobody's saying anything. I don't even know who's out there watching, but whoever you are, welcome. And already this looks dry. No contact from Steve, so he's obviously out in the golf course. So straight off the bat, Bedhead's had a dry break. And this is more familiar territory for these guys. Having said that, though, Bedhead wasn't in the black ball. Was Cobra in the black ball? I think Cobra was in it either. But this is more familiar territory in the sense that they've both got a good idea where the cue ball's going, and roughly how it's coming off the rails. It's a less alien environment, but the biggest difference, of course, is the land that you've got to cover with the cue ball. Much more acreage of table. And good afternoon to Run Out Rob. You're the only person that's speaking, Rob. Nobody else is interested. And also a reminder to those who might be looking for Friday Night 9-Ball, One Pocket Slim's covering that on his Twitch channel. So just go to Twitch and in the search window type in One Pocket Slim. If you're not already a subscriber, it'll be easy enough for you to find it anyway. So we're still waiting on the first ball going down. And this needs to be wafer thin from Bedhead. Oh, I don't know what the hell he's calling a pocket for. Is he calling? He's calling the 6 ball in case he knocks it in. I think that's what he's doing because he's playing thin and well, he didn't get enough weight in it for a start. Welcome to Matt. Welcome to, there's Larry as well. Oh, they're all speaking now. Welcome to Brainfall Out. Welcome to Larry. Elon cheats at video games. Who the hell's that then? And more importantly, what video games are we talking about? Oh, nice thin cut by Cobra. Now looking at that 9 and 10 ball up top, well, they're not a combo. Well, welcome to Wit as well. And Cobra's in trouble. Got himself hooked. And of course, now got to find the lines off the rail. And the first problem he's got there is the 8 ball's in the way. Unless he goes 2 rails. Now, if he goes inside, let me have a look. He's going up and down. I mean, that's going through the gap. And he's caught it. I was wondering whether he could go, if he could go narrow and kick in behind the ball, but then again he'd probably just be setting up into the other corner. But he still left it on, and Bedhead's got trouble ahead because the 9 and 10 ball are no good where they are at the moment. Well, it certainly will last longer, but the racks will open up and they'll be running racks fairly soon. I mean, first of all, this was a dry break to start with. Now, the one thing he doesn't want to do is take the risk on trying to bump this. Well, he's missed a 5, so Cobra to me is going to be the strong favourite for this match simply because Bedhead hasn't put in the table time. Now, fair enough, he might play 1 pocket in the 10-footer, but He's not really there any table time. He doesn't come into the lobby to get practice. So if you're not prepared to put the time in, don't be surprised if you start missing balls more often than not. But he's going to have to negotiate the combo, and then of course he has to, if he can, get out into the table, get the angle on that 7 ball to cut the 7 in and spin across and bump the 9 and 10. And he doesn't want to do that now off the 5 ball because that's a huge risk. Because he's no guaranteed of a shot in the 7. Well, he's done it and he's got a shot. Risky. Well, Larry thinks it'll be longer because there'll be a lot more dry breaks. So, of course, it's 10 ball and it is a bigger table. One pocket smells. Welcome to Mooncake. Bedhead again having to dig out a shot here. Now, is he playing the pot or is he playing the bank? No, he's playing the pot. It's a cracking shot. Excellent shot. Oh, now I need to check something here. Hang on a minute. Did I... We'll wait to the end of the rack. In fact, no, what we'll do is we'll do a quick test. Yeah, I think I haven't set my replay. Hang on a minute. Just give me a minute, folks. At least I don't think it's working unless I need to reset it again. Hang on. Right. Just hold on a second, folks. I'll be back in a minute. Right, apologies for that. I'll do one more test. Right, for some reason my my replay isn't working, so I'm going to have to remove it and add it, but I won't bother messing about anymore. We'll just have to do without it. Welcome to Fast Steady. Right, so we're still in rack number 2. We've been playing for 11 minutes. And Cobra doesn't want to go too straight on this. Yeah, he's going to have to thump this in. Get that cue ball out. He's got enough angle, but he needs to hit it hard. Unless is it going to squeeze past to the short side, is it? Past that 10 ball. It must do. Yeah, it does. So Cobra looking odds-on favourite, unless he runs down on top of the 10 ball, which he won't be doing. Odds-on favourite to tie it up. Oh, wait to hear this, Mark. What do you call that chicken thing? I keep forgetting the name of it. What do you call that chicken thing with a sort of barbecue sauce and the chickens get bacon wrapped around it? What do you call it again? Somebody will remember the name of it. What's it called? Chicken... Hunter's chicken, that's what it's called, I think, isn't it? I think it's called Hunter's chicken. Yeah, well, wait to hear this. Right, I did it, this is last week, I forgot to tell you about it. I did a shot last week, cue ball's gone. Let's check if John's in the building.
Where's the cue ball going?
Yes, he is. So I did my shop and I thought I haven't had one of these for a long time, so I got one of these Hunter's Chicken ready meals out of Tesco's, and it has what do you call it? It's got potato wedges, and then you've got the chicken with the bacon. And this is no word of a lie, and I ain't making this up, and I'm not exaggerating either when I say this. So I was looking in the fridge last week and I thought, what can I have? Oh, I'll have this Hunter's chicken. It only takes, I don't know, 6 minutes or whatever it is in the microwave. You've got to bring it out halfway through and stir the sauce in the chicken. So fires it into the microwave. I'm getting the kettle on. I'm getting my cup of coffee ready. And I'm sticking my head through the door to check what's happening in the telly, because I think... what the hell was I watching? I can't remember. Was it earlier this week or very early? Maybe it was last Monday, and I was watching the snooker. That's what it was. So I'm popping through the door to check what's happening in the snooker, and the next thing I hear, bang, and I thought, shit, what the hell was that? And I'm looking to see if something's fallen on the floor, and I thought, what the hell was that bang? I hadn't even got to halfway through heating up my Hunter's chicken, but the bastard exploded in the microwave. I swear to God, it exploded. And I opens the microwave door, and the barbecue sauce is all over the bloody ceiling of the microwave. It's everywhere, right? There's the chicken, the breast of chicken lying underneath the microwave plate. And the place was, it was like somebody had put a bomb in the bloody microwave. And there was the bacon stuck to the side wall of the microwave. So I spent the next 15 minutes wiping everything out and throwing the whole bloody shebang into the bloody bin. That was that was my dinner ruined. So what I had for my dinner then was a cup of coffee. And then I went straight down to the chip shop and got a big special fish supper instead. Oh dear. No, I didn't. Because it doesn't tell you to do that. It only tells you to prick the bloody cellophane top. But my theory is that, see, I think that the bacon was wrapped too tight round the chicken, and the chicken was expanding as it was cooking, and the whole thing gave out. But I won't be getting that again because it's bloody dangerous. I could have been severely injured by a hunter's chicken. Well, there's enough pricks in the house with me around, isn't there? Is that what you're saying? Aye, right. No, I didn't eat it. No way was I eating that. Christ almighty, man. Goodness knows what was lying on the floor of my microwave oven before I cleaned it out. All sorts of old Chinese and everything that I've reheated in the microwave. Anyway, so that was my. That's as close as I get to cooking, throwing something in the microwave. By the way. So Cobra in the lead, 2 racks to 1. And Cobra's break, and as Larry predicted, another dry break. Nice angle in the 2, just to get into this gap between the 6 and 7. And I think the 6 goes into that top left. Yeah, it definitely goes. Now the problem with where the 6 is where the 5 is, and getting up there on that right hand side. Now he's going to have to try and get either. I think the safest route is to try and get inside and close to the rail in this 4 ball, because then if you just roll through, you get the 5 into the side. But if you've also got the angle, you can spin out. But if you're trying to leave an angle outside, you've got to watch that 9 ball. You see, he's got the angle and he's got inside, but you see he's a wee bit straight. So that's the problem with this shot. He's a bit straight now. If he goes through, he can get an angle where he has to stun that in to try and get up for the 6. That's the only way I can see you would do it. Well, he hasn't got there. He hasn't got there. Well, this is going to be tough. I mean, there is a gap between the 7 and the 9, and this is where I think you take your medicine and just hope that you get a shot in the 6 ball rather than try to do crazy acrobatics. Well, he got on it, but I think the English was part of the reason he missed the pot, and I think he's almost got away with that. Well, the 5 does cut into the top right, and the cue ball is maybe, I don't know whether it's going to catch any of the 7 ball. Nope, it isn't. He's overhit it by quite a margin. Now, does he try and billiard that 6 in, or does he try and just cut it clean? Billiard it off the 10 ball. Oh, wrong button. Looks as if he's cutting it clean. And he's nailed it. Cue ball opening out. Doesn't want to be nailed to the rail though. And that'll do. That's perfectly okay. Now just got to jack up to hold the cue ball now. I don't think you want to run forward here. You could end up in trouble. And this makes the shot more difficult if you are jacking up. Well, he is running forward. See, there's a problem with running forward. But exactly that. I mean, I'm surprised that Cobra took that risk and he couldn't see that happening, because the commentator could. You had to be brave and jack up and dig in to hold the cue ball, and he sort of played the sort of let's hope we get there shot. Very surprising that he didn't play the proper shot to get there. Well, he's still got a cut. And that's gone to the rail too soon. Is it holding the line? Yes, it is. Well, it looks as if he's going to get out of this. Nine ball does comfortably cut. The cue ball's going in the right direction. So he's going to have daylight by the look of it for the first time in the match. Oh, he's overcooked it. Oh, I thought he'd overdone that there. Well, there we are. A 3-1 lead. And a ball in the break. And a shot in the one. This is going to have to be... can he play this soft enough to pot the one and just get into the gap between that 8 ball and 4 ball? Or is it the 4 ball? No, it's the 5 ball. Or is he going to get across and come across? I don't know whether he can hold this at all. Is he trying to get up the table? Is he going to get there? No. Well, this is where Cobra has to get lucky in getting this safe. And above all, and of course, there's the first golden rule in 10 ball that you have to do in this situation is at least call a pocket. If only because you might get lucky. And he might have got lucky here. No, he's 6 ball blocks a pocket, and obviously it's going to be a combo. Now this 3 ball is going to go to the long rail. He's going to have to hit this fairly firm, I would suggest. He can't baby this in, because this 3 ball is going to go safe. He's got to get this 3 ball bouncing off the rail and out. Oh, he hasn't judged it well, though. Well, that wasn't that difficult a combo. But it's a chance gone for Bedhead. Really got to capitalise on whatever slender opportunity it was. Okay, Cobra got a wee bit lucky with the roll of the ball, but it was not the most difficult combo in the world. Well, is Cobra going to go forward and try and get out behind the 6? Or is he going to dig in and come out into the open country back down the table here? I think he's digging in. And that's well controlled. Well, he's just going to finish above the 7 and 10. And then the question then is he going to try and nursemaid the 6 ball in and come across in the short end of that 7 and play it up table? Because the 7 does go, but it's tight. I'm pretty certain the 7 does go. It's tight though. Past that 10 ball. Oh, he's overhit this. Well, there's a surprise. He's overhit that by a country mile now. Has he underhit it? Maybe he's underhit. Maybe he was trying to get on the inside. Yeah, I think he was, according to his comment in the chat. I thought he was going to leave it a wee bit short and maybe get a bump just to move something, but there you go. And another, well, possible opportunity, but he's cut it in. And he's going to have either the bank on the 7 or the long cut into this bottom left-hand corner. And this ain't easy. Oh, did he? I thought he was playing that in the corner. Well, he's certainly not welcoming Bedhead to the match with setting him up with a shot now and again, because he's not leaving him anything easy. Yeah, jump cues are off for this event. This could do with a wee bump in the knuckle. He's dead straight. So now this is about the stun draw on this 8-ball. I think he's going low, so he's not playing the stun draw. He's going low. He's not hitting it with power. Well, he's sort of stunned it dead. He didn't really get a lot of movement on it. If he'd got back another 3 or 4 inches, he would just have a straight roll in. Now he's got to avoid the 10-ball. He's having to jack up to avoid it. But Bedhead will be relieved that he's getting himself back to within 1. I wouldn't start stirring that up with. Don't forget, if you weren't there for the final of the black ball, we're talking about a sick man. We're talking about a man with COVID who shouldn't have been playing in the final, according to him. So he would be otherwise unavailable for this tournament anyway. But was that another dry break? I think it was. I think it was a dry break there from Bedhead as well. And clearly, there's problems ahead. We'll give him the 3-ball. We can give him the 4-ball up the table into that corner where the 9-ball is. But this 6-ball isn't going anywhere fast. Now he could do something stupid here, but if he can get good on this 4-ball and the right angle, he could pot the 4 and draw into the 8 and 6 and still have a shot in the 5. Now that's a shot. I don't know whether he's got too much angle here to get right into this cue ball and try and get a hit and nudge something and still have a shot in the 5. Commentator's eye. And there you go. That's a shot. That's the way to deal with the issue. Just get the angle in the 4. You know you've got a shot in the 5. And now he's going to probably end up having a 7-10 combo here, I think. But he's going to have to run this cue ball big time. And he needs to avoid the 9. And he hasn't. That was the problem. His idea was right. The pace was good. If he'd got down this side, he could have played the combo. Now what does he do? Very thin cut with a good bit of power to get this 7-ball over the hole. Is that going to get there? I don't think it is. Oh, goodness me. Just went in its last breath. Well, Cobra's going to open that gap again. So I think from the evidence we've seen so far, players are going to have to spend a bit more time on their break trying to work something out on this table. Oh dear, there's a huge mistake there. He's taking his eye right off the ball. And Bedhead, not that it's a gimme, has a chance to get this 9 ball in, but he's got to watch the cue ball here. I think he'd be better off just taking his medicine and leaving the long cut in the 10. And he's pushed it to the rail too soon. And this makes you look a bit like an umpty from time to time, this table. Well, Cobra can't believe that he's getting away with this. And this may be costing Bedhead at the end of the day. But nevertheless, it's Cobra with a 4-2 lead. And all of these little mistakes, they might be sort of few and far between, but if you're going to beat Cobra, you've got to make the most of them. Well, that 3 ball kisses in off the 4. The 4 and 5 are a dead set combo. You don't need to go breaking anything out there. That is absolutely stone wall dead. Well, maybe Cobra's not been putting in as much practice as I thought. Well, 9 and 10 ball married up in the middle of the table. That's no good. That 10 ball needs to get out of the way, which it has done. So, the 4-5, not a problem. But he's got to hold the cue ball off that 4 and 5 for the 4 into the same pocket. And then the issue is the 6 ball. And he hasn't got himself dead straight on it. Because the 6 ball doesn't go. At least not past the 7 on that side. And he's got to watch this 4 ball doesn't leak on top of the 10 ball. Well, it stayed well away from that. So now he's got a perfect angle just to come across, miss that 9 ball, and play the 6 into the same pocket. So he's got to take evasive manoeuvres here, make sure he's not running into this 9 ball. That'll do. And now he's got to make sure he's not going behind the 9 ball again. Yeah, he doesn't want to get cute here. You're far better running it down the table and leaving the cut in that 7 ball. You're well away from danger down there playing the cut. If you start getting cute, you'll end up hooking yourself behind the 9. Got to just let this run out to about there. And that'll be perfectly okay with a good angle to come down in the 8. Why the hell's he trying acrobatics? I don't understand that. To me, there was no problem in potting that ball and letting the cue ball just run out into the table far enough where you can see the 7 and play the cut. Well, that's one that's got away for Bedhead because I think that was the wrong choice of shot. Because Cobra's got exactly the line that I'm talking about there. Although he's closer to the 7 ball than he probably would have been had Bedhead played the shot I was talking about. So now the critical one. I think he might be a bit straight in this 8 ball. No, he's got an angle. So down the left-hand side as we look. Just past the side pocket, just like you would in the 9-foot table. And he's got a nice little angle to go forward and around the back of this 10 possibly. I think he's fine. If it's a bit English on it, he can make sure he's avoiding any contact with the 10. Well, in fact, he's digging in just to come back and take any risk of that happening. So, opportunities have been there for Bedhead, but he's not been good enough to take them. And now we have a 3-rack gap. 36 minutes played in this match. And Cobra's got a ball in the break, but no shot. Oh, I think if it put back in here, I don't think Bedhead will be having any of that. I'm pretty certain he'll be giving this back. No, unless he thinks he can come up with a rock steady safety shot here, but I'm surprised he's thinking about it so much. I would have given it back 10 minutes ago. Now let me get this right. Welcome to Interchange X, who I keep mixing up with Bedhead, but as Bedhead is actually playing, I sort of narrowed it down to the fact that it won't be Bedhead. Well, Bedhead is going to shoot. Oh, he just avoided the double kiss. But has he got a decent safety? The answer to that is well, I don't think Cobra can get to the cut in the 1 because the 10 ball's in the way, so Bedhead sort of got away with it. Now, don't start confusing me even more than I am confused. I know that that's Interchange X. Trying to push this to the 6. And you can see how this table's already caught out both of these players, and Stubb thinks he's a shoe-in to win this tournament. Because the root of this was sort of partially Stubb's idea that he wanted to play this tournament in a 10-foot table. And I don't think that's a very good safety by Bedhead again. No. This time, Cobra can get to the 1. Now, that looks a nice line. As long as he doesn't roll through too far, he should be good in the 3 ball. That's pretty good. Now, the only issue would be, does he just go forward to end up playing the 4 long, or does he try and draw back? Because this side pocket's a bit in the way here. It's a bit dangerous. I mean, he could brush off the 9 and go forward and play the 4 long up to the other pocket. I think that's what he's doing. That'll do it. You know, he's a bit straight, so he's got to just come down past that side pocket for this 5 ball. Just about there, that'll do it. And now he can go forward. And I don't think he needs to really do much with the cue ball. He just needs to run forward and he'll have a shot in the 6. The only thing is he just doesn't want to be bolt straight on it. He wants to be able to get that cue ball out of there for this 7. Probably up into the same pocket as this 5 ball, or maybe even the side pocket now that he's got a good angle. He's got a perfect angle in this 6 to do whatever he wants with the cue ball. He can come around the corner now, play the 7 ball into the same pocket. He can play it down into this bottom right-hand corner pocket as we look. He can play it into the side. Well, the alarm bell should already be ringing for Bedhead because he's had opportunities and he's watching racks drift away here from him. This is just dead weight. Let the cue ball open out for the 10 in the other pocket. So there's probably bare minimum 2 racks that Bedhead should have on the board next to his name, with the chances he has had and failed to deliver. Good evening to Tam. Well, that bank's a stone waller, that 2-ball. Problem is, to play the bank, the cue ball's leaking away. Which is why he decided against it. Now, is Bedhead going up and down? Well, he's going to have to spin this a bit, I think. Or can he get that middle diamond? He might be fine. I think he might be okay. But that 2 balls off the rail, and he's going too wide. How's his luck? Well, the 2-ball pots, but again the cue ball's just running away into trouble here for Cobra. That was always a problem, avoiding traffic. Would you believe it? He's got a pot. Unbelievable. He's got a pot. It'll be a good pot though. And it is a good pot. Cue ball landed on top of the 4 though. Well, now I think he's got to get wise here. I mean, you can try all sorts of acrobatics here, or you can come up with a half decent safety. You can try and nip in behind that 7, which is what he's trying to do, and what he's managed to do. That's a sensible shot, and that's got Bedhead in a whole heap of trouble. So much so that if I was Bedhead, I'd be trying to tie something up here. It's not easy to do, but I'd be trying to roll a ball onto something, because the odds in you getting any successful hit here in this 4-ball are slim. I'd be just trying to marry something up with something else. Why doesn't he bank the 5 onto the 7 and leave the 4-ball where it is? Why doesn't he just try and do that? Because I think he's only going to open things up if he starts bumping things. And that's not really giving Cobra an awful lot to think about. It still needed a good shot to actually lock that 5-ball onto the 7. But that's what I would have tried, rather than actually trying to get any sort of hit in the 4-ball. Because it was a slim to 0 chance of actually getting a hit. And as it is, this 4-rack lead that Cobra's got looks very well likely that it's going to go to 5. Strange that Bedhead didn't see one other alternative there in locking a ball up, but maybe he thought that locking a ball up was just as difficult as trying to get the hit in the 6 ball or the 4 ball. I don't know. Well, this is right now, as this scoreboard stands, it's heading for a bloodbath here for Bedhead, unless he really gets himself switched on. He can't be sitting there waiting and Cobra handing out stuff to him. Oh, is Dennis Law gone? He must have been in his 80s. Who was that? Tony Slattery and the two of them were the same age. They both. Who was the other one? One other one was a woman the other day, wasn't it? 65. Tony Slattery was one of them. Who the hell was it? In fact, Tony Slattery, and I don't know what he was doing, but he hadn't been in TV for years. Unless he was working in theatre or working behind the scenes. I hadn't seen him in the telly for donkey's years. 84. I thought he'd be well into his 80s. Who out of Fools and Horses died? No, Linda Nolan, that was who I was thinking about. She was 65 as well. Aye, that's who died. Both of them died the same day, Linda Nolan and Tony Slattery. But, I mean, Tony Slattery was there wasn't a female barmaid in Only Fools and Horses. The barmaid was the guy that was in 8.5 Hot. I mean, he died years ago anyway. Maybe that's why he wasn't getting work then. That's probably why he was out of the limelight. As I say, he hadn't really been in telly for at least 20 years that I can remember. He was in Whose Line Is It Anyway right at the start when it originally started over here. Well, Cobra is marching away with this under absolutely no pressure whatsoever. And it's, well, I said it earlier on. I said, you know, Bedhead's not the type that comes to the lobby and puts in any time. And that's partly one reason that you can say that he hasn't landed on his feet when he's came into this match. Not been good enough to take what opportunities he's had early on. And it's partly to blame. Certainly Cobra's put in a lot more table time on the build-up to this tournament. Bedhead's been nowhere to be seen, and well, you get out of it what you put into it. Likewise for Stubbs. Stubbs not really, I don't think, interested in putting in any sort of table time. He's gonna wing it when he shows up, but he's going to have to show up in his match with Spectre Dawn, and likewise for Spectre Dawn. I think that match is sort of in the balance between the two of them, because Stubbs got as good a chance as anybody in beating anybody in this table. Bear in mind, nobody really plays on it. It's just us cowboys that play on it. And this looks like another drive. Nope, 7 ball has gone in. Well, no shot on the 1. Well, if he's playing the push out, What you don't want to do is you don't want to just play it up long up the table, because that's asking to be put in trouble. Because that two ball can come in handy. Now let's have a look. Well, you can see enough of the one ball to manoeuvre it to the long rail. Oh, well, he's got the cover, but this is an easy hit. Of course, the problem isn't hitting the one. The problem is getting lucky enough not to leave it on. You know, Stubb does have a good chance, you know, but he's got to overcome Spectre Dawn. And in terms of dealing with issues and problems, Stubb's going to go for the big bang approach, whereas Spectre Dawn's going to go for the more measured and controlled approach, and that's how he'll beat him. Simple as that. Diane Langton, never heard of that name. Del Boy's old flame. I don't know who you're talking about. I mean, I know all the characters in Only Fools and Horses. You're not talking about. That's not her name, Diane. That's not her name. You're not talking about. Oh shit! What the hell's her name? What was her character's name? Oh Christ Almighty! Cassandra. Yeah, no, that's Rodney's girlfriend, Cassandra. You're not talking about. That was her stage name, wasn't it? Oh Christ! I forgot. I know her name. I just can't recall her name. But that isn't the actress's name. But well, the only thing that will get me beat there is EastEnders. I haven't seen EastEnders since Christ knows when. June Snell, never heard of her. In fact, what girlfriend was she to Del Boy? That's the bit I don't understand. Raquel. Aye, it wasn't Raquel you're talking about. Because she's not in EastEnders, or if she is, that's a surprise to me. But like I say, I haven't watched EastEnders in 30 years. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. The only person I know is Raquel. And she was on probably, what do you call him, that Robson Green, where he goes for country weekends that's shown in the afternoon sometimes. That's probably 2 or 3 years old. The last time I saw her on TV was on that programme with him. And she's getting on in years as well. Well, Cobra, with a 6-rack lead and Bedhead with a chance to at least get one back here, this is a must. Oh, he doesn't want to be there though. Well, he's got to get the potting angle in the 9, and he's got to run the cue ball forward and out. Well, we'll give him that one. But he needs to get a little run of these going here to get back in this fairly quickly. I don't think anything's happening here. Well, you'd have to blast this one ball and hammer it to cut that across and knock the 8 ball in. And the cue ball's again going up and down and all over the place. But he's not doing that. He's trying to stick the cue ball, and that's again the proper shot. Again, got Bedhead in a world of trouble here. We'll have a quick drink. Well, I've been off the last 3 days. Today's day off. I was normally off Wednesday, Thursday, and back to work on Friday, but the Monday of this week and the Friday of this week, like today, are 2 of the last remaining days that I had left in the 2024 calendar year, up until April, of course, where I had to take what was remaining of my holidays and back to work tomorrow. And then my next week off is in March, which is the last week of my holidays from this year. Excuse me. And then my first week's holiday of the new financial year is the first week of the World Snooker Championships, as it always has been. Well, the only way this will go wrong is if Cobra finishes below the 6 ball. And when I say below the 6 ball, I mean towards me as we're looking at this. That's the only way it's going to go wrong. I mean, he's a bit behind this 5 ball. This isn't a gimme to start with, this 5 ball. And I don't know whether he's going to play this plain ball and just hope he gets lucky here, because this 9 ball looks as if it's in the way. Yeah, he is digging down. Well, that was very well played. Excellent shot. Good control. That's the only way it could have gone wrong, and he's avoided that problem. Needs to keep going. Well, that's one example of why Cobra, along with Albinario, should be going deep into the tournament, because their touch and weight of shot is that bit better than pretty much everybody else in the tournament. Doesn't matter what the size of the table is, but given long enough time, they'll find that weight and control the shots a lot better than most. And being able to do that breeds success on the table. So we've been playing an hour and we're halfway home. I'll tell you something else though. Some of these matches will take an awful lot longer than this. Well, he's going to have to run off something here because he can't avoid the 8 and he might end up hooked. He's got to run off something and get out at the table, and this is no guarantee. Well, he's digging down, and that's why he ends up missing the pot, because it was not easy to make the pot and guarantee the cue ball was coming out for a shot in the 4. Now, he ended up there, but that was that wasn't in the plan, I don't think, because that was a big bump in the 8 ball. But he's got away with it though this time, Bedhead. It's his turn to get a wee roll of the ball. Well, Cobra's got away with it again. He doesn't scratch. Well, Bedhead's got to find a decent safety here. I mean, he's got an opportunity to try and aim for that 10 ball and use that 9 ball if he can. I think he might be able to spin it. Maybe not. Let's have a look. He might have to go 2 rails to do that. And then he's no guarantee he's going to get cover on that 3 ball. He looks as if he's heading to the long grass. And he's a wee bit more. Not quite, and I'll tell you, he could be in trouble in a second here, because if you just bank this 3 ball, you can stick this behind the 9. I can't believe Cobra's going to do anything else other than what I've just mentioned. Well, he didn't want to do that though. That wasn't in the plan. In fact, that was actually quite a poor effort there, because he hit it too hard, in my opinion. But nevertheless, it comes down as an opportunity here for Bedhead to get another rack on the board. And again, it's a must. He must put this away. There's no reason he shouldn't be able to do that, but immediately has to get good on this 6 ball. Now, whether that's by going forward and coming this way with a bit of left to take it into the side from below the 6 ball, or whether he's just going to nudge this in and come out and play the 6 long. So he's coming out and playing into the side. And that way, all he does is drop this in and he's on the 7 into the corner, but the 9 ball's in the way. So he's got to be wary of that situation. He's checking it up to play it in the other corner. Right, so everything good so far. And he wants to get right out into the table for this 9 ball, or he wants to be dead straight on the 9 ball along the rail, so he's just killing it stone dead and playing the 10 from the short side. So you've got to make up your mind what you're doing here. It sounds simple enough, but you want to be able to get an angle to come across, or you want to roll that and stun it stone dead so you're rolling it in. So he's got the angle. So he's going to be nipping this in and coming out for the cut. Or is he? No, he's just playing it in the short side. Not even risking that. Well, I'll give him this every day of the week. Well, he needs the follow-up though, doesn't he? I mean, it's no good just winning 1 rack at this stage. You've got to get a follow-up rack. And this doesn't look as if it's... Oh, something's gone. I heard something go. I don't know what the hell it was, but I think I heard something drop. Yep, 6 ball has gone. Problem is, he's no shot. Now, can he bank this one and miss the double kiss? Or is he trying to go over to the left side of the 3. He's trying to go left side of the 3. He's missed the connection, and that's a good shot. Now you see, Cobra might just roll this 2 ball onto the 3. I mean, again, if you just roll the 3 ball to the 2 so that it's inside it and there's no combo, then you're forcing Bedhead to break them out. Again, I mean, his odds in hitting the 1 are not great. He's trying to go around the corner. He's got the hit, but is he going to get it safe? The answer to that is no. But as it is, the table is wide open to the run out, and he had to get a lucky roll to leave this safe. But what he didn't do is he could have tied that 2 to the 3 and asked Bedhead to get a run out and get a breakout, and he hasn't forced him into doing anything. The only problem now is his Bedhead's far too straight to 2. Who the hell's that's in the room? Oh, that's never a name I've seen before. That's somebody in a new profile, without a doubt. Welcome to Bill. Good afternoon. Good evening. This needs to keep going. It needs to keep going. And that'll do nicely. Well, ideally, he wants to stop the cue ball where that 5 ball is right now. If we had the angle to do it, just to hold it and leave the angle nice in the 7 to get out for the 8. I think he's slightly the other way with the cue ball here. Yeah. But that'll be good enough. Now he wants to get off the cushion into the table. Give him a full shot in this 8 ball. Now he's got to watch that left side pocket. He doesn't get too juicy here with the cue ball. Or is he going to run forward and try and miss the 9? Well, he could have played that a bit better. He could have played that a lot better. See, I think if he'd played the draw, the only danger is he get too much into it and that cue ball drew into the side pocket. Well, this needs a bit of concentration here. It's not a gimme. But he's done it. And he's got another one back. He's still trailing before, though. It's still hard work. Nothing doing this time. And has he got cover with that 8 ball for the 1 into the side? And not really. There's certainly half a pocket there for that 1 in the side. He's playing the bank, is he? Has he called that pocket there? I didn't quite catch that. Yes, he is playing it. Absolutely nailed it spot on. Who the hell is this arsehole that's in the room? Somebody message Simon to get this guy chopped out. Oh, he's went before he get pushed, I think. Stun up the table. I mean, the angle's there. All you do is play the stun. He's played the draw, coming inside. And that angle's perfect to come out for the 6, though. Oh, just an asshole. He's typing, and it looks like Stubway's his uppercase text for a start, as far as that goes. Well, there's a big mistake from Cobra, and Bedhead has been let off the hook in this rack. A gift of an opportunity here. The mistake by Cobra, that cue ball needs to hold up. Now that's sort of neither here nor there, it's in between. That's very well played. Wrong side of the 9 though. He needs to get this juiced up, unless he's going to leave the long cut from up there. The long Bedhead cut, or is he going to force follow it and run it and spin it? No. What the hell is he doing? No, he's trying to draw it. He's still leaving a Bedheadish cut, but it's well off the rail, so I'd always give him this. This is not a difficult cut. Oh, goodness me, would you believe it? Unbelievable miss by Bedhead. That is a terrible shot. I mean, even I would pot that every day of the week. I'd never miss that. Never in a month of Sundays would I ever miss that 10 ball there. Extraordinary miss. And that is a gift and a half thrown right back into Cobra's face. I don't want it, you have it. And suddenly it's 10-5. That is a terrible, terrible shot. I mean, let's be honest, Tam, you would never miss that 10 ball. Never. But then again, if you don't play the 10-foot table, things like that can jump up and bite you. Don't care who you are. Mistakes are there. Cobra's been making them. But that is an absolute howler that Bedhead has just sold right down the Swanee, that rack. Absolute appalling miss by Bedhead. He should be ashamed of himself, a player of his quality, missing a simple cut in the 10 ball. And I'm the one that gave him that. I mean, I would never think he would ever miss that pot. Never. After sort of getting 2 racks in a row and sort of, you know, just getting himself, threatening to get himself back in it, he's just giving it all away. Well, I suppose you could put it down as another opportunity for Bedhead. He's having a look at the 4 ball right now. That's what he's looking at. Well, the 4 ball's not going anywhere. Right, so you give him the 1 ball. He needs to get an angle out into the table for this 2 so that he can pot the 2, cut it firm, and get a hit on these. So it's quite a big target. That's the angle he wants. that's the first part of the deal done. Now he has to get lucky. And he's got to hit this and get the spin working. Unless he's going to try and go 2 rails. In fact, he might have to go 2 rails looking at the distance that he's got between that, the angle that he's got, and actually getting the angle to get near that 8 and 5 ball. Well, that's good enough. I mean, that's worked out very nice as far as getting the 4 ball is concerned. But the other shot should be nailing Cobra to the 10 or the 8 ball here. Unless he tries to be a hero and do something crazy. But he should easily be nailing Cobra to the 8 or the 10 ball here. Who the hell's this has come into the room? Never seen that name before. Mr. Cobb. Mr. Cobb 69. Never heard of some of these people. Welcome to Hazard. Well, that's another cracking shot. Little nudge in the 9 ball. Landed right on the money for this 5 ball. Well, he's doing the hard work again here, Bedhead, but after what happened in that last rack, I'm giving him nothing now. I'm not prepared to give him anything. Just go off the rail. Right, well, this is where you take what you've got here, come back an inch or 2, and run this cue ball forward and up into the table off this 8. That's exactly what you'll be doing here, just running it forward and high enough into the table, anywhere down here for that 9 ball. Don't get cute. And it needs to keep going. Well, he's got there. Now, just a little stun back for the 10 into the other corner pocket, or, I mean, he can do whatever he wants here with this angle. Yeah. Well, will we give him this? I don't dare give him this. But Cobra's given him the invitation to the party with that miss of the 1 ball this time. And Bedhead, again, it's not the fact that he's won the rack, but he needs to get the follow-up. And there's not a lot happening. And there's not a lot on for Cobra, but again, Bedhead should be in a heap of trouble here in a second. He should be buried. What's taking Cobra so long? To me, this is a simple shot. You just roll that 1 ball forward, duck in behind the 9 ball, and use the 4 ball as cover. I don't see what the issue is. Again, he's hit the wrong ball. And he's left a pot on, albeit it's going to be hampered because Bedhead right over the 8 ball. By the way, somebody tell me what's happening in the snooker, because I can't even remember who's playing. Snooker started about an hour and 15 minutes ago. Oh well, Bedhead's first opportunity is gone. And Cobra's got a shot, albeit ain't anything easy. Now I've got an itchy nose again. 3-1 to Kyron against Luca Brissell, that's right. So they're already at the mid-session interval, so they haven't been hanging around. Well, Cobra misses a pot. It wasn't easy. And Bedhead's got a start, so we'll give him the 1 and the 2 ball. He needs to get right down the table onto this 3. Doesn't matter where, whether it's in the side or up into that corner. And he's got himself far too straight in the 2. He's going to have to juice this up big time. And that's a great shot, because that's exactly where you want to be. That way you can play the 3 up the table and leave this 4-7 combo. Now that 7 ball is just on the point. That's just an awkward spot that 7 ball's sitting in. It's not touching the rail, but if you push that 7 anywhere onto that point, it ain't going in. So you've got to get that little bit of cut on the 4 ball to cut that 7. It's not quite as straightforward as it looked, plus the fact you don't know where the 4 balls really ended up. 4 ball could be married to the 8 ball in a minute. And it would have been handier if he'd got himself in a better shape than this, though, because this makes the shot even more difficult, playing it at this distance and at this angle. But if that 4 hits that 7 full in the face, the 7 isn't going in. It's going on to the point. But he never got there in the end. I don't believe he played that as a safety. Or did he miss it that much that he was playing a safety? We'll never know. But either or, he'll take the end result for the time being. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You're no telling me he played that. The 4 ball bounces off the back of the 9, straight into the pocket that he called. And he's plumb on the 5. And it's going to have to be a 6-7 combo. Well, I think Bedhead's heart sank there when he saw that going in. Well, he'll just be doing everything just to hold the cue ball here and playing this dead weight. And that was the only danger. And he's blocked off. He can't get to it. He's going to have to get up and down. And it's away from the jaw, away from the rail. Yeah, he's going to have to be just playing the safety instead. Well, Bedhead's needing a bit of luck here. Not only, of course, in actually getting a hit, but not leaving anything for Cobra, but that's a tall order. We see how much more of a struggle it is to actually hit the ball and pick the line off the rail in this 10-footer. Not quite as simple. Nine-foot table's the comfort zone. 10-foot table's a whole different ball game. But Cobra won't complain. He's been gifted the opportunity to stretch that lead again. And it's going to go to 5. Cue ball, or is that a 9 ball? I think it was a 9 ball that's gone in. Yeah, it is. And the 5 ball, I think, is gone as well. Hampered over the 7. That makes this shot that much more difficult. The other problem is the angle in the 1 is slightly offline. Yeah, that made it really difficult, that shot. Well, that might be just a bit of a hindrance there, though. That 8-ball rolling, or the 7-ball, was it the 8-ball that was rolling, or was it the 7-ball that was rolling? But either or, it's in an awkward spot. I mean, you can get to the 7 to cut it, but it's now a problem where the 7-ball is. And again, it's an opportunity that Bedhead just must get the job done. And the difficulty of it is the fact that the 6-ball is a mile away from where the 7 is. Now, this is where you've got to take a risk, and he's the wrong side of the 3. He would have liked to have been below this 3, where he could run the 3 and try and get a bump on that 7 and 8 and still have a shot in the 4. So now he's got big problems. And he's going to have to take his medicine then, for that matter, because he's going to have to try and get down in the 6. And depending on what he has on this 6-ball, doesn't want to go much closer, doesn't want to be too straight. And that's no good. Absolutely no good whatsoever. He's stuck to the rail. He's come to jack up or punch this forward, one of the two. But is he going to get out far enough to have a shot? Well, if he doesn't, he can try and stick the cue ball here. I think he can get enough of that. I think he can get enough of that to pot it. He's not. I think he can. Can he? Maybe not. He's trying to stick it. And that's a wiser move than trying to do anything I was thinking in there. So Cobra will be calling this bottom left-hand corner pocket probably, just in case. I think the side pocket's actually in the way here. I think he's going to have to go above it. I don't know whether he's going to have to spin it up though to get the hit on this 7. No, he's went below it. Well, he got the hit, and this cue ball might be in behind the 10. Well, what a result this will be. Oh, what a result he's got there. And just when Bedhead thought he might be getting an opportunity to nip one back, Cobra's stuck him up again behind the 10. And likewise for Bedhead, he's just got to give this a blast. Well, first of all, he's got to hit it. Secondly, has he called a pocket? And is he going to get a lucky roll? Well, he'll take that every day of the week. Cobra is actually too close to this 7-ball. He's trying to feather it and use the 10-ball, I think. Or the 8-ball. I think he's just a wee bit heavy, is he? Yeah. Well, Cobra's maybe going to get a taste of his own medicine here if Bedhead can get the touch. But these are like wee 3-railers that we play in Cowboy, when there's a ball over this side and you're going around the corner to come to the rail and kick the other ball. Oh, he's missed. Wouldn't you believe it? He's missed the bloody 7-ball. Unbelievable. Well, I'll tell you something. There's more self-inflicted damage happening here for Bedhead than he would like. He's completely missed the ball. And that's another huge mistake by Bedhead. And very costly. Well, this has got to go around the corner tightish and out. Oh, he's playing it the short side. That'll do it. Perfect. I mean, if you're not comfortable with playing that in the short side, you make sure you run through far enough and get around the corner and come up into the table so you get the 10-ball into the other corner. But Cobra was quite happy So now he's got the biggest lead in the match. It's 6 racks. Another huge 2 racks. Like there's been more than one of them in this match so far tonight. And Cobra has potted the 4 ball in the break. Presume he's called the bank on the 1. Cue ball going around the corner, round the back of the 2. 3 ball wide open into the left side pocket. And 5 ball blocked by the 8 into the corner, because obviously if you're playing the 3 you normally just roll out for the 5 into the other corner, but that's not the case. He's going to have to he's actually ended up dead straight in the 3 as well. So this is not quite as simple as you might think. And obviously getting somewhere up that side would open up the corner pocket there. But he's dead straight and he's left it short. Yeah, he's left it short. Could have done with another 6 or 7 inch roll out to the right there. And now he's got to play another good shot. A lot of draw into the rail and out into the table. Bottom end here for this 6 ball. And again, very well controlled. Now anything but bolt straight. And that's perfect because he's just gone slightly inside. And this is no problem at all. Probably just nip back into the table again. You want to get nip back a wee bit here. And again, a little stun up the table for the 9 into the other corner. Off the rail. Well, did Bedhead think he had a chance in this match? Or did he thought he'd just play it by ear, showing up, not bother with any table time? And maybe the score wouldn't be quite as bad had he been a lot more familiar with the table by putting in some time. You never know. But it's certainly one aspect that if you just turn up cold and you've been nowhere near the 10-foot table for like 10 months, don't expect to get a result. Let alone the fact that you're playing Cobra. So we've been playing for an hour and 34 minutes. Cobra is 4 racks away from round 2. Is he lining up the combo? I mean, that it's not difficult to play the combo. The only problem is you've got to get it flush, because if that 7 ball gets pushed to the rail early on, it ain't going in. In fact, he's trying to slide past it. And that'll do it. This looks good pace. Oh, it's just sneaking through the gap, is it? Well, not quite. Well, you can jack it up and spin it and get the hit in the 1 ball. No doubt about that. Oh, now that needs to slow up. It could be a billiard. Could be a billiard here for Cobra, for Bedhead. I think it's a good billiard. The edge of the one ball onto the 9. Problem is that one ball needs to come out into the table a wee bit because the 7 ball is blocking. You know, he's playing the push forward. Well, to me the billiard looked a bit simpler. I don't know. Either way, it's another opportunity that Cobra has. He's just getting his bearings, finding out where he's going before he decides to make a move. And well, this could be the most awkward part of the visit here because he's got to get a shot on this 3 ball. He's absolutely bolt straight in the 2, and the 3 ball's very limited in where it's going. So this is a problem shot in the whole visit here. To start with, not including the 8 ball. And that looks pretty good to me. Now, he's got to, does he feel he needs to play the little bump here and still be on the 4, or is he playing it clean? He's playing it clean. So he's quite happy with where the 8 ball is for the time being. Now, it's either going to be he's going to come down on the short side of the 4, the 8 and play it into the side, or he's going to leave that 8 there and play the combo. So you've got to plan ahead here and how he's going about doing this. Well, this is
Where's the cue ball going?
It's heading into the jaws, and it's gone. Big mistake by Cobra again. That's twice Larry said that. Explain yourself, Larry. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's saying Elon Musk cheats at video games. What was supposed to make of that? It was supposed to say we're disgusted. What headline did that ever make, Larry? Because that's the first time I've heard that. And more to the point, if you're back in the stream, is that you out of Friday Night 9 ball? Oh, Bedhead got himself in trouble again. And another chance gone. He has others play for him, and he takes credit for a high ranking in the game. What game are we talking about? I mean, if you've got the amount of money he's got, I would do the same thing. I would have all the cheats on. You see those videos on YouTube where the guys that are actually cheating and live streaming at the same time catch themselves out by leaving their hacks on. Diablo and Path of Exile, never interested in any games like that myself personally. I've actually just been talking to one of the developers of that Kanga game, that space game that I got the early access game, and I've been talking to them on Discord. Now, I've got a vast free antivirus. I've had it for years and years, and it's never given me any problems, other than the fact that you just, make sure that you switch it off when you're installing a game so that it doesn't cause any interference or whatever. But anyway, to cut a long story short, this Kanga game, they had an update for it in December, just before Christmas. where they brought out new weapons and stuff for it. And I hadn't been near it over the Christmas period. But I started running it earlier on in the week. And the game wouldn't load. It would attempt to load, and then it come up with a grey Microsoft window, grey box with an error message on it. So I took a screenshot of it. I took a cutout thing and paste thing of the screenshot of this error, and I did everything that I thought to try and resolve it. I even uninstalled Steam. I then posted to the guy on Discord, showed him the screenshot and said the game doesn't run. And he asked for a system info thing, so I did a DX diag thing and pasted that in so they could see what my system was, and left it with him. And then I went into Discord 2 days later, and somebody else had posted something exactly the same, saying something about Avast. So I checked my Steam was under the exceptions in Avast. And of course, everything that you install is automatically, I think when you install it, I don't know whether you're doing it in admin mode or not, but anyway, to cut a long story short, everything that I've installed, all the stuff I'm working with is all in the exceptions in Avast, apart from Kanga, for some strange reason. And so I added an exception. So the obvious thing you do when you're adding an exception, and this is where things get confusing, because I thought, oh, well, I'll do that and that should solve the problem. But why is it the game worked fine before this last update? That's why I get curious. So I went into the Steam library, Steam Apps, Common, and then you find Kanga. You open Kanga folder up and you find the exe and you add that to exception. I thought, fine, we'll have no problem after that. Tried to run the game, exactly the same problem. And I spoke to the guy on Discord. I said, I'm getting exactly the same problem. I've added an exception. And I'll cut a long story short again. I don't know whether the guys, obviously the guys in Discord, there's loads of conflicts come into game developers from everybody who's got different systems and different versions of Windows. But I think I discovered how to resolve the problem for them, because I went into the Kanga folder for the third time, and when you open up the Kanga folder, there's a second Kanga folder. The first Kanga folder is the one that's got the kanga.exe file in it, and then this second Kanga folder has got then when you open it up, there's a binaries folder. When you open that up, there's a 164 folder, and when you open that up, there's another thing that says something. It's Kanga .exe. There's another exe file. So I added that to the exceptions in Avast. Not the normal one you would add to Avast, and wouldn't you know it, the Kanga game works fine. So I found the problem, and the guy says, "Oh, I'm going to post that because there's other people with exactly the same problem." But none of them thought to look around the actual folders and see if there was. I mean, I accidentally stumbled across this other exe folder and added that to the exceptions, and it works fine. Game just works as normal now. But that exe must not have been there before they did that update. So whatever the hell the update was, apart from bug fixing and that sort of stuff, and I added more weapons, it bloody wrecked the game in terms of causing issues with false positives with antivirus, especially Avast. I don't know whether it did it with any other antivirus. But that's the weird thing that happens with computer games. All sorts of weird shit happens when they do updates and things, and it's the weirdest thing in the world trying to decipher what the problem is. I mean, I could have been there for another 6 months and never ever stumbled across that second EXE. Anyway, I think we're treading water here. Cobra on the brink pretty much with a 9-rack lead. And sooner or later he's going to fall over the line. And Bedhead, well, I think he can kick the railing, gets most of this one ball. Well, it's a bit tight, but I think he's okay. But will he have a shot in the two? Well, he's got a cut. He's got no problem getting onto the 5 cue balls coming in this direction. Now, if he gets lucky and he misses this 2, he may well get covered with the 5 or the 10. Well, he's nailed that right into the heart of the pocket. Oh, mind you, I forgot the 4 ball was there. So, going back to this Elon, whatever his name is, I presume that's him been named and shamed then. I'm sure with the billions and billions that he's got, he'll not be bothering his arse. He'll not be bothered in the slightest. But then again, unless he's bought the games, he should be bloody having a lifetime ban then. The moderators should be kicking him out. Well, I think Bedhead is just pushing against the tide here with this rack. I think that's all he's getting out of it. It's now just about, you know, giving himself a target of trying to get to double figures, but even that's slim odds in getting there. But again, needs this backup. He needs this follow-up. He needs 2 or 3 of them. And cue ball.
Where's the cue ball going?
It's gone south, and that's a complete disaster. Exactly the opposite to what he wants. He gets balls in the break, and the cue ball heads south. And, well, the 3 ball. In fact, that isn't the 3, is it? It's the 5, I bet you. The 3 balls gone, it's the 3 and 4 balls gone. So wants the highish angle on this 5, not too high, but he wants it good enough so that the cue ball just naturally comes down this left side for this 6 ball. And that's perfect, because this is where you can play the little sort of, I think you need a little bit of dig in this, a wee bit, just like that. A little bit of dig just to help it back the way he's overhit that, has he? No, he hasn't. Well, he's overhit it a bit more than he would have liked. But all that acreage to run the cue ball in to get on the 7. Now, the 8 ball does go past the 9 from the other side. He's trying to come across the table, got to watch the side pocket. He's well away from that. So 1 hour and 50 minutes, and Cobra will be on the hill. Well, the blind hog always turns up at the right time. Time to go to bed, that's what it is. Good evening, good afternoon. Well, we're watching the demise of Bedhead on the winner's side. He's going to have to do things the hard way. But I think my advice would be get yourself a bit of table time. Cobra has got a couple of balls in the break. 1 ball's gone, 5 balls gone, and this for the match. The 210 combo will seal the deal. I can't see him missing this, even at this angle. And there you go. Well, this will be a bit of trickery to deal with that, because the 2 and 3 aren't married up for a combo onto that 10. I think the first objective here is to make sure that you don't leave any sort of shot from the 2 to the 10. I mean, you can cut that into the 3 to make the combo. Well, that's... Yeah, he's got it tight enough. I thought he'd left the gap there. I thought he'd left the gap for the kick. I was going to say that was a terrible shot, but he's got it. Well, it's going to be another consolation rack for Bedhead. The 210 combo. Totally unmissable. What the hell's he doing? Bedhead says he can't see the angle. Well, my argument with that is you'd see the angles a lot better if you played a lot more in preparation for the event. What the hell's he doing faffing about here? Did he call that? I bet he forgot to call it. Or is the 10 ball, is this thing where the 10 ball's got to be last, isn't it? Is it? Is that what it is? Ah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Maybe Bedhead forgot about that as well, as a matter of fact. Well, he's got to watch the pace with this cue ball here. And he's good. That was Steve's idea, putting that rule in. No, unless somebody else gave him the idea. Probably semi-pro. Well, this is just a little stun up the table. Well, he's spinning it to come across to the other side, but he's left it short. Left it a wee bit short. So 8 behind, and well, this is more than a mountain to climb. And looks decidedly dry again. But no shot for Cobra, unless he fancies calling the 9 ball and playing the billiard off the one onto the 9. Just to be fancy. Because that's about all that's on from where he sat. Has he actually got cover? Yes, he has. So I don't know what's happening in Friday Night 9 Ball, but assuming this match is going to be over sooner rather than later now, Slim, did he call that into the side? Well, it wouldn't matter anyway, he's scratched. Slim is covering Friday Night 9 Ball. That's on his Twitch channel right now. So once this is done, head on over to One Pocket Slim. Give him some company, because I won't be far off going to bed. Well, this should be the coup de grace, as they say. The final nail in the coffin of Bedhead from Cobra. It's a bit straight, I think. You don't want to be straight. See, now this is about judging the draw. Well, he's went for the old VP4 escape route, overhit it, draw it into the table, and that's perfect. Now, so he'll be obviously, I would assume, going inside, but he wants to see, look where the cue ball is right now. That would be perfect for that 7 ball, because then you're just potting the 7 and you're coming out for the 8 ball into the side. So where the cue ball is right now would be ideal, and he's left a similar angle. I mean, that's exactly where you want to be. And he can come around and out. He can stun that in and just use the angle off the rail and get out far enough into the table. Unless he's intending to play it long. I think he would have much preferred... See, this is going too straight. He would have much preferred getting out into there, like that. Rolling that in and coming off the rail and out into the 9. So now he's playing the cut into the side. Because he's got no angle to work with here, or very little, and one that would threaten the, going forward and scratching into the side pocket. Just because he underhit that last shot, if he'd hit it a wee bit firmer, he'd have got more stun off the rail and out. The problem has been solved. So after approximately 2 hours, just 30 seconds short of it probably, or not far off it, we have a result. The first result in this year's 10 ball Virtual World Championships, and it's Cobra with a comfortable win, it has to be said, over Bedhead by 17 racks to 8. Now there are 3 other matches, or at least there was earlier on. There are 3 other matches left on the bracket, or on the schedule. Let me just refresh that. And we can see that, in fact, there's now 4. We've got Tommy and Power Slam. They're going at it tomorrow night at 7 PM. We have Linus and Sergeresh on Sunday at 7 PM. We've got Larry and VP Monster on Monday evening at 7 PM. And we've got Fast Eddie and Damon or Demon. That's next Wednesday at 4:30 in the afternoon. So that's the 4 matches there. There'll be others probably to come. Obviously, as well, we're still waiting on the Stubb Spectre Dawn match being arranged. And there's quite a few others to get themselves up and running and get these matches set. Quite a few, as a matter of fact. There may well still be a couple of forfeits in amongst that lot, I think, but that's still to come. Meanwhile, if we look at let's have a quick look at Friday Night 9 Ball. What the hell's happened here? Let's have a quick look at Friday Night 9 Ball. Well, there was 6 open seats in Friday Night 9 Ball. Spectre, Dawn and Larry are both, well, Spectre Dawn has gone home for the night. Larry had a 4-0 win. So Larry's in the semi-final. And we have a hot seat match between Brain Fill Out and Slim. Slim's got a 4-2 lead. So that is on right now on Slim's Twitch channel. So head on over there and join them. Yes is the answer to that question. Right, so that's it, folks. Well done to Cobra. It was all too comfortable for him. He won't necessarily be that happy with the way he played, though. But again, he's got the better touch than most, and that'll win him through in the end in most matches. Bedhead needs to get some practice in. So I will say thank you for your company, guys. Well done to all the rest of the players, or good luck to all the rest of the players in the tournament. And if you are in the tournament, get your proposal sent in. The quicker you do, the more you get things moving. We don't hang around. We don't have to get Steve to input results or anything like that when you start running over time. Right, I'm going to try and get a coffee, catch a wee bit of the snooker and head to bed. So until we meet again, I will bid you good night and take care, and we'll see you again soon. See you later, folks.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.